Three of the tea. My name's Martin and today I'm doing a what's in the bag. For the 2018 season I've got some old favourites in there, some new additions and some questions still to be answered. So without further ado, let's crack on. Right, let's start this what's in the bag with the big dog, the driver. This is a Ping G series and has only been in my bag for about a year, replacing my old Ping G25 which I didn't really get on with and which eventually got damaged on the course anyway, accidentally. This can be adjusted a little bit, but I've got it in the standard 10.5 setting. It comes with the standard Ping Alta shaft in regular flex, and I'm hitting this really well, so this is going to be a bit of a keeper. Right then, after the driver, I carry two fairway woods. These are Ping G25, and I carry a 3 wood in 15 degrees and a 5 wood in 18 degrees. I really like these and find them really versatile on long par 3s and for approach shots into par 5s and long par 4s. I got fitted for these about 4 years ago and haven't changed them since, and I've got no plans to really do so in the future. They came with a stock TFC Ping shaft at the time. Again, these are regular flex and I really like these. If you're in the market for second-hand clubs, these are still well worth looking at, so keep an eye out for Ping G25s on things like Golf Bidder and eBay and stuff like that. I thoroughly recommend them. Right, still at the top end of my bag, I carry a Ping G hybrid as well. Now this is in 19 degrees and again is a recent addition to my bag within the last 6 months, and replaced a G25 hybrid in the same loft that I had. I really like this, and again it comes with the stock Alta Ping shaft, and I find it really useful again on long par 3s and particularly out of long and semi-rough. This has given me a nice low ball flight which I really like, and has actually given me 5 or 10 yards more than the G25 did. So although we had a troublesome introduction, I didn't really get on with it when I first put it in my bag, this has grown on me and I really like it and find it really easy to hit. So that's the Ping G series hybrid. Right then, let's talk about the new additions. These are the Ping I series golf clubs. I managed to pick these up second hand and I hope the camera can pick it up, but there's barely a mark on them. So I'm really pleased with this purchase. They come in blue dot, which I think is 1 degree upright, and replaced my old I-25s that I was custom fitted for and that were a green dot. Now there was nothing wrong with the I-25s per se, except the weights in the back kept falling out on different clubs, so they'd have to go back to Ping on a regular basis, and I simply decided enough was enough and I needed an upgrade. I haven't actually taken these out onto the golf course yet, so I'll be interested to see how they perform when I first get out there. But I'm going to go do some range session work with these in the week, and hopefully I'll be able to put up some numbers at a later date and show you how they perform. But I'm really excited about these. They're a nice small head, but with a certain degree of forgiveness, and for the price I paid second hand, I think it's a really good buy. As I say, these go from a 4 to a pitch and wedge, and I'm really excited by these new additions for 2018. Right then, we're down the bottom end of the bag, and as you can notice there's a number of wedges in there. I usually use the Ping Glide, and I had that in a 52 and a 58 degree. At the moment I seem to be really struggling, particularly with the 58, around the greens in the wet muddy conditions, and particularly in bunkers as they're wet, or as they are at the moment, frozen. So recently I put the old Tor gauges back in. Again, they're 52 and 58, and these are the ones I got when I was fitted for my I-25s about 4 years ago. Now the gauge sand wedge, the 58 degree in particular, has a thin sole, which means it's less club to interact with sand or the ground, and I have found that more beneficial in recent weeks in the current conditions. So they've been in there recently, but I still have an inkling to play the glides, and when the weather gets better and we start getting more grass around the greens, I think I'm going to go back to those. So at the moment I'm chopping and changing on a fairly regular basis, and I haven't really made a firm decision on what's going to stay in the bag for 2018, but they're the wedges I'm carrying at the moment. I prefer to have matching wedges, so if I'm using the Gorge, I'll use the 52 Gorge as well, and when I'm swapping out and using the Glide, then I have matching sets of Glide as well. But it's really a question to be answered. I kind of know in my own head what I want to do, but conditions are dictating my decisions at the moment. So that's going to be chopping and changing, as I say, on a regular basis for a few more weeks yet. Right then, putters, and again, as you can see, there's two in my bag, and I'm in a bit of a quandary. I'm currently using the Ping Sigma Wolverine, which is rather large, but is a beautifully balanced putter. I did a review on my channel last year, and I put a link up to that, so if you haven't seen it before, you can do. And there's nothing wrong with this putter really. It's nice and balanced, it's got a lovely feel off the face, and I really like it. But I have a real desire to go back to this, which is my Odyssey Prototype number 9 series. As you can see, it's got a beautiful milled face and is an absolute joy to putt with. I've recently put on a Super Stroke 3.0 slim grip, so it's been re-gripped, but I really fell out of love with it when I started missing a few short putts. So I really need to go onto the practice green and just start holding out again with it, and hopefully once the greens get quicker in summer, this is going to go back in my bag. But at the moment I'm still trying to get used to it again, so I'm chopping and changing on a regular basis, which is probably doing my scores no good, particularly in social games, but it's winter golf, so I'm not too bothered about that. But as I say, at the moment I'm flipping and flopping, and there's two putters in my bag, so I don't know what will be in there as a permanent fixture yet, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. Right, let's talk golf balls, and I'm using these, the AD333 Tour. They're a 3-piece golf ball and really versatile for me as a mid-handicapper. They're a little bit firm off the driver and hitting my approach shots into the green, but once you get to within 40 or 50 yards and you're playing those pitch shots or those little chip shots around the green, they give you really good spin, and I'm really happy with them. Off the putter face, they're a little bit firm for some perhaps, but I don't mind those, and as I say, for the price point they are, and given the fact that I do tend to lose the odd golf ball, these work really well for me. Right, finally in this what's in the bag, let's talk golf gloves. I tend to go with either the Cabretta Soft or the FootJoy Cyflex. Both are really good gloves, and in my mind the leather on the Cabretta Soft is slightly soft as it says on the label, but I really enjoy the durability of the Cyflex. Now I've got girly small hands, so I take a small in both of these, but I normally carry a couple of gloves in my bag at any one time, unless it's raining, in which case I'll put 4 or 5 old ones in there in a little plastic bag, so I can change after every 2 or 3 holes. But basically that's what I've got in my bag for 2018. As I said, there's some questions to be answered regarding the wedges and the putter, but I'm more or less happy with it. So hopefully I'm going to have a great season, the handicap's going to go in the right direction, and it's going to be fantastic 2018. Thanks for watching. Right then, thanks for watching this What's in the Bag. I hope you found it interesting. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. In the comments box, I'd really like to know what's in your bag and what influenced your decision to put those clubs in there. So let me know what you're playing with in 2018. I'll see you for another video very soon, and thanks for watching.